Hello everyone, my name is Morton Kanan. This is my Regrowth Let's Play. Regrowth, if you're not familiar with it, is a mod pack by the Phoenix Lodge. It's available on the Twitch launcher, and it is a mod pack that takes place in a desolate world. There are little to no natural resources. This is a carefully chosen spawn, which I want to start off at, and I will talk about why I chose this spawn as I gather my starting resources. Like any Minecraft, it starts off pretty much punching trees, but notice when I break these trees, I don't get the normal materials. I get sticks and deadwood planks. These can be used in any place where you could use planks in a recipe. You'll also notice that at the top, this block looks a little different. When I break him, I'm going to get more sticks. I'm going to get some charcoal. I'm going to get some wood ash. I'm also going to be breaking this tall grass here because it's going to drop seeds and bone meal and some other stuff that's going to be needed to get started. I'm going to try to avoid these tall trees. They take a little too long to cut down, and I'm kind of racing the sun right now. It's about noontime. This is a multiplayer server, so I don't really get to control the time all that much. This right here is slate. As you see, when you break slate, you get yourself some flint. Flint is an important resource in the early game. It's what we're going to be making our starting tools out of. A lot of the crafting recipes are different in this mod pack, so just follow along and you'll see the changes. Once I think I've got enough materials here, I'm going to make myself some tools. So to start with that, I'm going to make myself 4 tool rods with this recipe right here. Also going to make myself a cross brace. The tools in here are Tinker's Construct. Your vanilla tools do not work properly. Don't bother even trying to make them. They're useless. I'm going to make myself 2 flint axe heads, 2 shovel heads, and a pickaxe head. Then I'm going to combine these in the crafting grid. Make a variety of tools. And there we go. Now one thing you'll notice is the crafting tables also cannot be crafted. Normally you would take 4 planks, craft them together, get a crafting table. This does not work. In Regrowth, in order to make a crafting table, it is your flint hatchet plus some planks. That gets you a crafting table. I recommend you don't use the hatchet for anything. Just save it for making crafting tables. These other tools will do the job. So we just want to get some starting resources. We want to get some blocks to work with. Going to want to get some more flint. Need to get some more wood. Now, one of the things that you will run into in the beginning of Regrowth is a lack of food, because there's really not a lot out here. This is one of the reasons why I chose this spawn point. You can see right over there, there's a witchery wicker man. The wheat that makes up that wicker man will provide food for us for a long time. We're also close to an ocean, which means that fishing is a possibility. There are various other resources that come out of the ocean. There is a abandoned building over here, which might have some useful stuff in it. And right over there in the distance, you can see a ruin or tomb from the Gravestones mod. Now, I'm going to be breaking some of this stuff and finding another smaller tree to knock down. And I want to be able to make a few torches here fairly quickly. The torches are going to help me disable the spawner that's underneath that wicker man. Another thing that's beautiful about this particular wicker man, not all of them spawn this way, but it's got some grass around it. And grass is a really important resource in the early game of Regrowth. Grass, you see all this knocking down the tall grass I'm doing? Well, if I have access to a patch of grass, I can use bone meal, grow long grass on that patch very quickly, and often take some of the grind out of this. Unfortunately, I haven't found any bone meal yet, so still chugging along looking for that, but I now have the materials I needed to make some torches. So let's do that. Now I've got some torches. I can go over there and I can disable the spawner underneath that wicker man, get some food. There's also some poppies there, not the most useful thing, so I'm not sure which leg the spawner is under. This one. Okay. So let's disable him. That should disable him. We'll collect this wheat here. The important part is to get enough flint to repair your tools. When nightfall comes, I'm probably going to head underground, do a little mining. There are no ores underground, but there is dirt and stone, both of which will come in pretty handy. So I'm hoping to get underground and get some of that. I really do wish I had gotten some bone meal by now. That just hasn't happened. Now, let's see. Get a little more flint. Now, Regrowth is kind of a unusual mod pack. Most of your resources are going to come from magical crops and agricraft. So you're going to be doing an awful lot of farming in order to get your resources. Right now, we can't really do a lot of that. That's part of what breaking all this grass is about. Breaking that grass is going to give you some seeds, it's going to give you bone meal, it's going to give you floral fertilizer, it's going to give you pasture seeds, which is going to allow you to create grass if you're not lucky like I am to get grass. Another beautiful part of this spawn is you can see over there, there's some oil. That's going to come in handy later in the game. Not real useful right now. I really wish that I had picked up some bone meal by now. Also, this is a nice surface lava pit here. Lava is going to become important fairly early in the game. You will be able to create it soon enough, but in the beginning you're going to need access to a fair amount of it. So having that surface lava pool nearby, really helpful. And I'm just trying to find some bone meal here. Looking around at this spawn, see what other features are around. There may be other things. Aha! Some bone meal. Alright, let's go see if we can put that bone meal to work for us a little bit. Looks like it's getting dark, so we're probably gonna want find a place to be for the night. I think I might try that little house over there. Alright, so let's go be about getting safe somewhere. Some of these houses have, aha, yeah, rooms underneath them. Complete with a door. So now we got a pretty safe place to hang out. Just throw up a torch. Some planks here. Let me just plop down my crafting table and start digging now. I usually dig kind of your standard 3x3 staircase down. The big thing right now is we need a good amount of cobble. We need a good amount of dirt. This mod pack does use the hardcore questing mode book. I haven't opened it yet. I know the quests pretty well, but why don't I do that? And I'll let you listen to the intro. Here we go.
You've awoken from slumber once more, but this time things seem a little different. The world itself appears dead around you, a wasteland stretching off into the distance, dotted by the skeletons of trees, accompanied only by gray boulders. Even more curiously, the earth seems barren. Try as you might, you cannot find a single deposit of minerals underground, leaving you to wonder what to make of this world. As you look around, you start to think about what it will take to survive here and how you might try and help the world recover.
So that just goes to explain that there are no real materials to be gained in the world other than the basics. So as you see, I've already got a couple of quests done. So that gets me some apples. If you didn't have handy food nearby, those would be real helpful. And I think I'm going to take the wide guard, which can be used to make a broadsword. And so the next set of quests is to make some tinker stuff and to get cobblestone and dirt. So that's what I'm working on now. I am concerned that this place is not lit up enough, which it is not. So I'm going to pop another torch up there, and that should do it. Yeah. So now let's go digging a little bit. See if we can find ourselves some of this cobble dirt. Dirt can be a little hard to find. The trick I use is I'm digging this tunnel down. I will occasionally punch a hole in the wall, see if I see any dirt in there. If I do, great. If not, I just keep digging. So like I might go right here and punch a hole straight out as far as I can dig, and no, I didn't find any dirt in there. Try this side. Nope, no dirt there. So just need to keep on digging, keep looking for dirt. As you see, my pickaxe is already starting to wear down, so that is why I made it a point of grabbing a bunch of flint before I came down here. Knew I was going to be doing this mining, and that can often chew down your tools pretty quick. So we hit some of the not cracked stone blocks that we might find down here in the ground, which is limestone. There are others. You'll find various decorative blocks added by mods, marble, and of course limestone, and various other resources. The big ones we're looking for right now, though, are dirt and cobble. So we have more than enough cobble for the quest. We just need to locate some dirt. So time for another one of them little test holes. Look-see. Oh, no dirt that way. How about here? There's a room over there, but no dirt. I'm going to close that back up. I don't want to have to worry about bad guys coming out of it. And we keep digging down. As you see, we're not really finding any ores, not any coal, iron, nothing. There's nothing really in the ground here. That's not to say you won't want to go digging around. It is probably your easiest early source of cobble. And there are still dungeons and caves and stuff. sand is something that I'm going to want some of, so since I found this patch of sand here, let's dig this out and get it. Make that work for us. Still need to find some dirt. Quest wants a half a stack. You're going to want to get more than that. You're going to go through a lot of dirt with the farming and such. And there's some dirt right there, I think. Let's see. Yep. Alright. And I found a mine shaft. That might not be great this early on, but it's tough to pass up this dirt. Not seeing any sign of a spider spawner, so I think we're alright. It is a source of some materials we might not have been able to find this early in the game, like actual planks. So that might prove a little helpful. Just broke my shovel. Let's fix that and keep digging. Alrighty then. How much dirt did I get there? Well, check after I picked it all up. I got a little over a stack. That's actually not too bad. Alright, let's collect this wood, these fences, planks. That ought to be mighty helpful. Also a good amount of gravel here. Well, alright. So it's good to know that this is down here. I think I'm gonna grab a bunch of gravel while I'm down here. Mineshaft is actually pretty fortuitous. It really provided us with a nice, easy way to get to some resources that might otherwise have been harder to find. Kind of a weird mod pack where some dirt and gravel is exciting to find, but in Regrowth, that is surely the case. I'm gonna dig this stuff up, collect it, go upstairs, throw it in a chest probably. Get this sand while I'm here. And probably pieces of wood here. So now we've actually got a pretty good start for wood to fall. Let me put down a couple of torches here just to this area a little safer than it might otherwise have been. And just gonna take some of my cobble here and build my way out of this hole. Not gonna do it with any finesse per se. I'm dig my way out. My inventory is getting pretty full here, so it's just fall to my death. That's what I'll do. Aha. That's wicked smart. Now, try that again without the falling and dying and screaming and such. And let me just give a little light check here. Yeah, definitely needed it. So I plop something there. Nothing should be able to get up here really, and this is all lit up, right? Right. Okay. So it's daytime again. Let me craft up chests. That put down. And dump some of this stuff that I likely won't need here. I'm gonna make this sword while I'm at it. Go. And I'm a little hungry, so let me do this. As you see, that gets me plenty of bread, which is a great food when you're just starting out. Copy, drop off some of this flint, and that, and this. Alright, let's see about getting something worthwhile from that wicker man. See, there was a creeper over there. That's pleasant. Some zombie flesh. Alright. Turn that annoying thing off. And spider shouldn't much care about me right now. I'm in all that, but I'll take the string, Mr. Spider. Let's come over here. Collect these flowers. As you see, I'm getting some resources dropped from here. And if we check our quest book, some of this is going to be what we need to get here. And basically, I just need to get a little bit more clay, and I'll be in a good place to start off here. Got 1, 2 more. Hopefully I'll get another piece of bone meal here. I didn't. So that helped a bit, but I'm back to punching this stuff until I either get some bone meal or some clay. Oh, let's hope one of those two things happens pretty soon. A creeper over here. I don't know if he's gone or not. I want to be aware of that. I don't feel like fighting with a creeper right now. I heard an Enderman noise. That was probably an Ender Mini in a cave underground here. Yeah. Ender IO adds miniature Enderman. do zoo actually, but so much fun. I just got one of the pieces of coal, and I believe that was the other. So let's book here. I did indeed. I'm going to claim my reward. This puts us in a pretty good spot. We do need building materials now, though. So let me back in here, drop off some of this stuff I've picked up. We not encounter. Okay, good. It appears that Creeper has gone. That or he's gone downstairs into my house. Would be an unwelcome surprise. I'll put some of this stuff away. Now let's go pick up as much of this cracked sand as possible. Not useful for much, but can be a good building resource early on anyway. You're going to want to build a walled base pretty early on. That's going to keep out the monsters and other riffraff. Now, I tend not to follow the quest book pretty quickly. Some of the things you're going to see me doing in this series is going to be shortcutting a lot of the quests that the quest book would give to you. You know, building things earlier than the quest book tells you to, that sort of thing. All in all, it just helps take out some of this early game grind. As you see, the beginning of the game can be a tad bit grindy. I just want to try to do what I can to minimize as much of that as possible. Here at the beginning, when you've got pretty much nothing, there's not a lot you can do, so you end up doing a lot of digging. Although in the very near future, we're going to get into the farming aspects of things and getting our first crops up and running. For the moment, I just wanted to get a kind of base set up and get some of those starting resources that are required to get going in the game. As you see, I'm digging up quite a bit of cracked stone. As I said, we're going to want to build a walled base, and well, this is the material that's available in abundance. So I have a feeling that this base is largely going to get built out of this, at least in the beginning, until we have something better. Nothing to look at, but it's something. Looks like it's getting dark again, so I'm going to head back down here and probably build another chest. All of this stuff I'm picking up. Alright, so let's take stock here for we have food. We have most of the drops we need to get going. We have seeds. We have belladonna. We have carrots. We have potatoes. We have grass. This is going to largely be what we need to get started with all of the agriculture stuff we have to do. But I believe that I'm going to go do some more digging during the night. And next episode, we will get started on the farming aspects of things and start taking a look at what all of that is about and what it is that you're going to have to do to get your raw materials. How to get beyond this having nothing but stone available to you. So on that note, everyone have a nice night. Morden Kanan, see you next time.